Day 74. Much improved, I gotta say. Already got meat ready for the day, and looking at this is beautiful, I'll tell you. After witnessing my plane wreck up there, and then being at the lowest of
Looks
lows,
like I made it through another night.
seeing a beautiful morning like this lifts the soul a little bit, man. Game plan is to check out the chapel. I want to see if there's any supplies there. And originally I was going to consult a higher power, but it looks as if they may be shining down upon us today. This is something that a few days like this I would not mind. Something where it's bright and sunshiny. It's a good one. If this is our first time meeting, I'm Commander Tom, and this is my crusade of the Long Dark. I'm attempting to map and survive the entirety of the Great Bear Island. If survival games like a grown-up are something that you are interested in, leave a like and subscribe. I drop videos like this each week. Today's focus is going to be to continue to build up supplies. I want to explore most definitely, but I also want to build up my main base at Great Mother's house. I want to check out the chapel. In short order, I want to get myself over to the farmstead. I don't know if that's going to happen, considering they're almost opposite directions. We'll see how fruitful, how productive the day is. Since I'm at this car, we'll go ahead and pop this trunk and see what goods may be hold.
This'll come in handy.
Alright, hat and boots. I'm kind of picky about my clothes right now. I spent a good 2 weeks, almost a month ago, just really trying to bring in the game at Mystery Lake to upgrade myself to furs across the board. And I like fur. Ooh!
Just what I need.
Ooh, hatchet. 83%. We're going to check that one out. That may be a better hatchet for me. And I may be dropping the old one just for weight conservation. But not bad. Anyway, I've already got myself up to furs, and I like that because furs keep running at you. Okay? Wolves will always come at you, bears will always come after you, and yeah, my other one is like 30, yeah, so that's in the gold. We're gonna drop that here, we'll know where it's at. Take a look at my weight here. I think the boots are gonna stay here also. Again, I've got decent gear. Yeah, there they are. So, as you can tell, I'm wearing skins across the board. So I have kind of gotten myself to a point where I can afford to be picky. Now, I wouldn't mind getting backup clothes. I'm wearing 2 wool coats as it is. Take a look around here.
I need to find some place to escape
Make
this
sure
cold.
I'm surveying these locations as well. Get credit for the distance I'm traveling here. Oh. Might be bright and sunshiny, but it is cold then. Must be dealing with some more wind chill than I had noticed. Well, I'm not going to worry too much about it. Chapel's right up the hill there. We'll light a fire, get a cup of coffee. We should be fine then. I'm not going to freak out about this. I've been in worse situations. And I've been on worse situations on tape, so... we'll go ahead and finish off this. Make sure that we've checked out the big things.
That'll come in
Another
handy.
flare. You know, flare in the glove box is not the most unusual thing I've heard of. That really doesn't faze me too much. And I'm trying to remember to use this spray paint instead of just like popping hoods or dropping stones, but those are all options also. And it appears the weather is starting to turn on me while I'm already cold. Yeah, we are definitely going to get a cup of coffee at least in the chapel here. We're going to see which way this is going to go, but I kind of want to search, but I also kind of want to... we'll just go ahead and keep a look here. I'm torn between continuing to search and working through your stats, because
Could
usually
end up being useful.
matches, that's worth it. Good, 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 good. Usually one redline stat you can suffer through a little bit. You don't want to be stupid, but you can usually handle one stat redline like my cold is right now. But it gets to be kind of rough situation if you start increasing that and getting 2 or 3 stats in the red. You're hurting pretty bad there, and you're going to want to get that taken care of pretty quick. And I don't want to get it that far. Okay. Temps dropping, snow's coming in. Plant's already dead. Chapel will give me sanctuary from the weather, at least. Okay. At least, usually a fire pit right here. Bit of scrap wood. Hey, food! Yay! Can't even say as I'll really complain about sardines. Let me go ahead and get a fire going, get temperature up a little bit. I'll be back with you in a bit. So I'm looking for firewood and stuff, and
Thank
look what
goodness.
I found. Hunting rifle. Now it's only 27%, but you know, it's not too hard to find a cleaning kit and we can get that up and running. So, yet another gun to the collection. This is one of the better runs I've had. Alright, I spent a few minutes, got the fire going, boiled up water, got the coffee going, but I am not encouraged by the sound of the wind I'm hearing out there. I know sometimes there's a little bit of variance between what's inside and what's outside, but I definitely want this warm bonus before I step out here again. Be merciful. Good gosh, I'm on Hoth. Oh, I hate it when they get me a freaking blizzard like this. Alright, get the sticks in case I need to keep that fire going again. Yeah, I can't map in this visibility. Alright, I'm gonna get myself to shelter and get myself back on the road here. And yeah, I'm gonna navigate, so I'll catch up with you when I have something to show you that isn't all white and frozen. Okay, I'm not even gonna lie, the snow's gotten me turned around. The blizzard, I lost my bearing. Oh, hang on. Legitimately, I was lost, but I think I may have just found where I'm at, and somehow I've walked the back way all the way back to the farm. Yeah, there's a silo. Okay. Alright. I've got a little bit of warmth bonus, but I'm getting cold pretty quick here. Trying to think my way through this. Do I want to try and start a fire? Can I start a fire here? This one seems a little snow-filled. I don't think you've got anything really super major. Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay. Alright, this was not what I planned for the day, but based on where I'm at and the weather going on, the smart money is for me to make my way over to the farmstead. I'm just hoping that the key has not been randomized to a place where I can't find it. I know that house is often locked.
Cold is making my head feel thick.
But usually from like the silo and the trees, I can probably make my way there. Which, quite honestly, will not. Yeah, I'm gonna grab the 6 I find. Paradise Meadow Farms. Good, 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 good. Make me feel a lot better now. Okay. Alright. Looking better. Get the shop here. Yeah, I know exactly where I'm at now. Cloth. Blowtorch.
What have we here?
Radio for distress. Hypothermic. Don't really have the time to be doing this kind of searching and stuff. I'm contemplating starting a fire in that bin, but I'm getting cold. Now I'm getting fatigued. I
Damn.
want to search,
Freezing.
but there's no
this. We are just going to get ourselves in there. Generally, the key is in the car. And there's money. There we are. Okay. While I'm here, we'll take a
That'll
look.
come in handy.
Okay. Alright. Okay. I'm going to do a quick run around here. I'm going to grab some of the basic supplies they usually have here. Yeah. Wood. Because we are going to start a fire. Yep.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
Careful, overweight. Alright. Okay, yeah, we'll grab that too. I'm an idiot, but I can still make it, okay? I'm still moving, so we're okay. And I'm right here with plenty of health, so go ahead and grab that. So just in case if I'm out of coffee, I can at least brew up this as a hot liquid. Get that into my system as well, and I think we're going to be okay. I've only been cold for a little bit here, so... And I'm officially out of the weather here. Okay. Yeah, okay. Okay, we're out of the storm, we're in good shelter. Let me go ahead and do the initial search through of this place, see what supplies we have to work with. You know, we'll warm up just by doing that as well. And, you know, let me do the grind, you skip the time, I'll be back with you in a minute. Okay, so search the house, and decent food supplies, clothes here also as well. I'm going to go ahead and get something cooked up. As you can tell, I've already got my thermal back up to a better level, but we're still dealing with the storm outside, so I might as well have a little lunch and see if I can surpass it. Of course, I always recommend you light your torch first. That way, in the event you don't get a fire on your first attempt, you're not wasting any more matches or strikers. So,
Why didn't that work?
just like this, just like this. But because I used my torch, I've got a second chance at lighting it. Like, make sure if I hit the right one. And I don't specifically need it, but part of me, you know, what do I need newsprint for anyway, so I'll go ahead and throw it in. I still think that should, like, increase by a percentage point or two your odds of fire starting then. But what do I know? And yes, there we are. Alright, let's go ahead, save the torch. I've got some water, I've got some... Ooh! Level 4 fire starting. I'm glad I could share that with you. Okay. Let's get some wood onto the fire here and make sure we can keep this going. I just want 1 or 2 pieces. Already? No way. Okay, I'm down to embers, so I cut it close there. I got 2 by level 4. Alright, let's get some water boiling up here, because might as well. I can always leave the water here. And we've got a can of beans, because it's the apocalypse. Of course we're eating beans. Gonna go ahead and give ourselves an activity or 2. Prepare rose hips. I like being productive during my time, so if I can do something like process rose hips, make bandages, heck, even read while things are cooking, I like being multi-purpose. Alright. Nutrition is going up, more bonus as well. How are we on water? We're about midday as well. I've already searched this place. I've got some firewood. Should be okay. I'm kind of thinking of getting my stats good, maybe even taking a slight afternoon nap. Kind of take a look here. Ruined maple syrup. But I'm kind of thinking get my stats where I'm in better shape, and then still probably trying to make it back to Grey Mother, just because that's kind of like the centralized house on this map, and we're going to need to start, you know, checking out other spokes. Eventually we're going to need to figure out, am I going to, which map am I going to after this, but there's still a lot of places to check out here. I generally try to cook the canned goods and leave them. I try to carry the, snack bars and MREs, the calories per weight ratio situation then. And I like having the meat. Well, let's be honest, I like having the meat. I like having the meat wherever I can get the meat, so I'm not going to complain too much that way. Try to take a look through here. What does level 4 give me here? 75% start fires, 25% longer. Can start fires without tinder. I know part of that was from level 3, so it must just be the percentages increase. And that's fine. I can't say as I mind that. Okay. I'm progressing. Can't say as I mind that. Ruined, but they're hot. So far, death milk is what really kicks my butt. So far, the other foods, when they're ruined, really haven't given me too much problem. Now, it might just be amazingly lucky RNG, but that has just been my experience so far. Okay, let me take a look at what we're outside. See if I want to try it now. Nope. I'm noping this. Yep, nope. I got lucky enough to get here. I am not going to try and hike through this. I've heard of White Christmas, but this... What's the actual temperature? That's all I'm coming out here for. Minus 31 degree wind chill. Yeah, I can be in minus 31 degree wind chill, or I can be inside a nice warm farmhouse with a fire going. Which would you choose? In fact, I think I'm even going to go ahead and take a nap through some of this stuff just to get my stats up into a better position. Let me get a few odds and ends tucked away and see how we take a look at thereafter. Alright, so it took a couple hours just to kind of get gears sorted and situated, and it looks like the storm's starting to break. So we're going to go ahead, since we're here, make sure we get this surveyed, drawn down onto the map. And then we're going to need to make the ultimate choice of, do we want to crash here tonight, which there is nothing wrong with it, or do we want to try and get supplies loaded up and get back to Grey Mother's house as primary base? Let me think here. Let me take a look at what we're talking about specifically. Okay, we're going to go for it. I can't tell if this storm has made up its mind if it's going to be, getting better or getting worse. And the fact of the matter is, I have more supplies and more firewood and other things set up at Grey Mother's house to go for the longer haul. I could probably be fine here, but I think we'd play safe and a more strategic place at Grey Mother's. So we're going to go for the hike and go for it there. I've picked up a few things I don't necessarily want to lose. I was able to pick up a sapling and that rifle, so we are going to get that back to base and see if we can get that repaired up. I do have to say though that this is the kind of snowfall I like. This is kind of the winter wonderland. And considering that this is going to be airing right at Christmas time, I think this is a wonderful end shot. So that being the case, thank you so much for all of your views over the last 5 months and for your continued support of my crusade to survive Great Bear Island. If you want to see more, that's what playlists are for. I'm Commander Tom. If you want to know if I live to see tomorrow, leave a like and subscribe. Thanks.